Hey guys, been working here on a 2017 Honda Accord Sport, and had a little frustration in terms of changing the filter on the CVT transmission. So I was doing a fluid change, and I said, you know what, while I'm doing the fluid change, let me go ahead and change the filter out as well. My car's got about 37,000 miles on it. I literally just bought it, so I wasn't sure if the previous owner had changed the CVT fluid, changed the filter. So I've read some stuff on the importance of maintaining these CVT transmissions. So I ran into a couple sticking points, and I wanted to post this video hoping that I may be able to help some of you other folks out there that are trying to do this on your own without having maybe all the necessary mechanical background to do it. But I wanted to first off kind of show on removing the filter itself. So I've already gone ahead and pulled the housing off here. You can see. So there's 3 bolts, one here, and one down on the bottom side here. So I've already gone ahead, taken those off, and we got our filter in here. What I did is I used this little guy here, literally kind of stuck it in here like this, and just pried it out. Kind of worked it gently around, pried it out, was able to get the filter out. And as you can see, this is what it looks like after about 37,000 miles. I'm assuming that has not been changed previously, so I'm glad I'm going ahead and attacking it now. But one of the other issues I had is removing the battery tray, to give yourself enough room to really get at this and get it out. I found that I started, let me go ahead and take out the battery tray. Well, the battery tray wasn't as easy to get out as I had thought. It looked like, to me, that there were a few bolts simply holding the battery tray in. You'll have a bolt hole here that you can see. There was a bolt hole here. So to me, it looked like there were 2 bolt holes there. And then I had the guy connected to this. So I knew I had to get this removed. And other than that, it wasn't very intuitive on what I had to do to get it. So what I wanted to do, and I didn't see any other videos that kind of showed this out there, is I wanted to give you an idea of what this looked like. So where your bolts are that you have to remove to get that battery tray out. So this guy here, you just have to loosen it up. There was another one here. I completely took it out. I didn't realize that it was not a wraparound where you had a bolt that you had to take all the way out. I didn't realize you could just back it off and then just slide the battery tray up. So I ran into that. The other thing is, you'll notice this guy here, and then this here, there's a grounding wire that runs from here, connects up to the bottom of the battery tray, and then runs over to here. And after I got all the bolts off, I said, what the heck is going on? Why can't I get this out? Well, that's the reason. I knew I was fighting some type of wire, and I felt, and sure enough, it was the grounding wire that went from here to here. So you can either remove these 2 bolts and take it off and take that grounding wire off with the tray, or you can there's a harness on the back side of the tray, and I'll show you here in just a minute, that you can remove as well. The other tricky one was that there is another bolt that goes in right here. So as you follow kind of the air snorkel, if you will, there's a bolt that goes from the bottom of the tray into this and kind of holds this in place. So I want to show you the battery tray now so you can get an idea of what the battery tray looks like on the underside. So if you can picture this is the way the battery tray was, so to speak. Maybe slide it in a little better. So the battery tray, these were your bolts here, and there, probably not the best pictures, like kind of roughhouses, but I wanted to show you. So this is the grounding harness. So you can see there's a harness there. Probably easier than removing that bolt is to take those 2 bolts out that I had previously showed you to take the grounding wire out. Or there's a clip right there, so you can back that clip off. I didn't realize that it was a clip like that I could just take off and leave those grounding wires in. But that's on the back side of the battery tray. And then you can see here, this is the bracket hole, and the other one on the bottom here. Oops, sorry about that. The bottom one here. So those 2, literally you can just loosen up. You don't have to remove the bolt, and you can slide that up after you take this bolt out. And again, this bolt hole here is the one that holds that snorkel, the air snorkel, to the battery tray. So it's under there a little bit. I believe it was a 10mm bolt, if I'm not mistaken, that kind of held that into place. So again, I just kind of wanted to give you a big picture of the underside of this. 3 bolts that you have to loosen or remove, just the one that you have to remove, to be able to pull the battery tray out. And then of course, this is the top side. That's pretty easy to see. You got your bolt hole there, your bolt hole there, obviously your holes here and here, and then your clip here. So I hope this helps somebody out there that might be stuck or wrestling around with a little bit, to help you save maybe 10 minutes of trying to figure it out like I was. It was at least 10 or 20 minutes trying to figure out what the hell was holding that thing up and causing some frustration. But obviously you can see too, I went ahead and removed the air filter. That was pretty easy. So I think I saw some other videos out there where people showed that, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that. So, all right, guys. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching.